All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome in to Jammin' Sports on this Thursday. We apologize for not being on last night. We just slid the schedule down a day. This game was supposed to be played last night. We'll do it tonight. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Oakland Athletics and the New York Yankees. Games 1 and 2 of this best of 7 will be in the Bronx. Games 3, 4, and 5 will be in Oakland. And games 6 and 7, if necessary, will be back here in the Bronx. And that sets up this series. The other night, Tuesday night, we started Game 1 of the National League Championship. The Marlins destroyed the Diamondbacks the other night. Well, the Diamondbacks tried to come back, but Miami won by a score of 7-5. The Marlins take a 1-0 lead in that best of 7. So we turn our attention now to the American League. It'll be the Yankees and the Athletics. We're still working on the rosters for Sim Season 36. It takes a while. It takes a while to convert the rosters, so you'll have to, for the NFL rosters. So you have to bear with me on that. All right, let's head out to the Bronx in New York for Game 1 of the A's and Yankees here at Jammin' Sports. Your lineups for tonight. Well, I lost my music for a moment. I don't know what happened to it. Jammin' Sports presents Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Oakland A's and the New York Yankees, live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. There it is. All right, short intro. Andy Pettitte will be the starting pitcher tonight for the Yankees. We had error with the music, but that'll be all right. We'll get through it. It's the best of 7 series. Whoever wins 4 games first will advance to the World Series. Ricky Henderson, the left fielder, will lead things off for the A's here in the top of the first. Live from the Bronx, Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium, the better one. Here's the pitch. Right to third base, making the play. Jeter throws to first for the out. Actually, I think that wasn't Jeter. Ricky Henderson led off. Mickey Cochran, the second baseman, will come up next. Tony Lazzari, the third baseman, making the play for the Yankees. One down for the A's here in the top of the first. Mickey Cochran comes up next. Here's the pitch. Outside. Count goes to 1-0. Cochran, he's either the DH or the second baseman. I believe he's the second baseman tonight. One out, nobody on. Here's the 1-0 pitch by Pettitte. In there for a strike, 1-1. We're at the old Yankee Stadium. I like it better than the new one. Here's the pitch. Cochran fouls it off down the first base line. And the count's at 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside, evens the count at 2-2.
2-2.
2-2 pitch.
Ball 3.
Outside, got a full count at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Popped it up. The catcher, that's Bill Dickey, goes back and makes the play for the out. 2 down as Cochran pops out to the catcher. And now Reggie Jackson comes up. Now both teams have Reggie on the roster. He's the right fielder. 2 outs, base is empty.
Ball.
Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Game 1 of the ALCS. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ripped right to second base, making the play. Robinson Cano. And that'll be the third out. No score after a half inning. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Ken Holtzman, the starting pitcher for the A's here tonight. I believe the second baseman for the Yankees tonight is Joe Gordon. That didn't look like Cano out there at second. We'll find out here in a second. Earl Combs will lead things off. He's the DH tonight. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. For the A's, they were 3 up, 3 down. And now the Yankee half of the first. 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2 to Earl Combs. He's the DH. 0-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. Combs goes down swinging, 1 down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the first inning. Up next for the Yankees will be Bernie Williams. He's the center fielder tonight.
Ball 1.
Inside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. The Yankees have like 4 different lineups. Trying to figure out who's where. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2.
Inside, 2-0. We're at Old Yankee Stadium in the Bronx in New York. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Counts 2-0 to Williams. 2-0 pitch. Ripped it foul down the third base line. Count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch. Hops it up out of play. Count evens up at 2-2 to Williams. 2-2 pitch.
Ball.
In the dirt, full count, 3-2.
Full count.
3-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out for out number 2. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. And now the center fielder, Mickey Mantle, will come up. Playing center tonight. So that means Bernie Williams is playing right. Ball 1, count goes to 1-0. I got 4 different lineups for the Yankees. I'm trying to figure out which one they're using. And now the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2 outside. Checked his swing. Count goes to 2-0 on Mantle. 2-0 pitch. High in the air, out to center field. Al Simmons goes back, and it's over the wall. Home run. A solo shot. Home run by the Mixter, Mickey Mantle. And the Yankees take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. A solo shot home run by Mickey Mantle. Let's watch this one again. It just cleared the center field fence. That's about the deepest part of the stadium. And now Lou Gehrig will be up next. He's the first baseman.
1-0.
Outside, 1-0. 2 outs, bases empty for the Yankees. They lead at 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. ALCS Game 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
Ball.
Up high, 2-0.
2-0.
Two-0 pitch.
Ball.
Up high, 3-0. Three-0 pitch to Gehrig.
Ball 4.
Ball 4 and 4 pitches. Gehrig draws the walk. A 2-out walk for the Yankees. And now the left fielder, Aaron Judge, comes up.
He's in there.
He's back safe. They try to get Gehrig out at first. Holtzman is still on the mound. Here's the pitch. There goes Gehrig, and he's safe. A stolen base for Lou Gehrig. And now the Yankees have a runner on second. with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Meanwhile, the count to Judge is 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-2. We know Aaron Judge has power. He can hit them out of here. 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive with an 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Lou Gehrig at second base. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Inside. It's a ball. Count goes to 1-2. Yankees lead it 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Swung on an inside pitch and struck out. That'll end the inning. But Mickey Mantle, his solo shot home run, gives the Yankees a 1-0 lead after 1. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Yankee Stadium. Jimmy Fox, the catcher for the A's, will lead things off here in the top of the second. Facing Andy Pettit. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Viking Skywalker in the house. All right. Up high. That'll even the count at 1-1. Yeah, Lou Gehrig. Or not Gehrig, it was Mantle with a solo shot home run. Here's the 1-1.
Ball 2.
Outside, 2-1
2-1.
to Jimmy Fox. How is Viking Skywalker today? 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
Outside, 3-1.
3-1.
3-1 pitch. In there for a strike. Got a full count to the catcher, Jimmy Fox. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Down the first base line. Out of play. Count remains full at 3-2. Well, it's good to see you, Viking Skywalker. 3-2 pitch. Well hit. Out to left field. Judge going back. And Judge on the warning track makes the play for out number 1. 1 down for the A's here in the top of the second. Center fielder Al Simmons will come up next. The pitch by Pettit.
Ball.
Down low, 1-0. One-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, bases empty. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch.
2-2.
Up high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. Here in the top of the second. 2-2 pitch. Well hit out to left, but it's hooking foul. And that'll even the count at 2-2 to Al Simmons. Two-two pitch. Down low. Full count, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Ripped right to Gehrig at first. He'll take it himself for the out.
That's an out.
Simmons grounds out to first. 2 down for the A's here in the top of the second. First baseman Jason Giambi up next. With 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Pettit. In there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Jason Giambi, the first baseman. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive at 0-2. Wonder where Evil Dead is tonight. I don't see him. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt. Counts at 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Riffs it foul. Count remains at 1-2. Oh, he's here. There you are, Evil Dead. Good to see you. As always. Here's the 1-2. Swung. Thought to throw it out at first to make it official. And that'll end the inning. At the end of 1.5, the Yankees lead at 1-0. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The catcher, Bill Dickey, will come up. Lead things off for New York. Holtzman's still on the mound.
1-0.
Outside, 1-0. Pitch. Outside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Bill Dickey. 2-0 pitch. Right to second. Scooped up by Cochran for the out. Mickey Cochran playing second base. Makes the play for the A's. As Bill Dickey grounds out to second. One down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the second inning. Next up, Derek Jeter playing shortstop.
Ball, no.
It's a ball. I want to say happy birthday to Derek Jeter. It's his birthday today. It really is in real life. Look it up. Counts 1-0 to Jeter. One-0 pitch. Fouls it off down the line. Count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases empty. 1-1 pitch.
No.
Inside, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Ground ball. Cochran at second. Picks it up. Throws to first for the out. 2 down for the Yankees. Another ground out to second. Yeah, he's 51 today. Joel Gordon up next. He's the second baseman. No, he's the... Yeah, he's the second baseman. In there for a strike, 0-1. The Yankees had like 4 different lineups. I have to make sure I'm looking at the right lineup. He's the second baseman tonight. Next pitch in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 to Gordon.
2 strikes.
Whenever I do a Yankee game, it takes me a while to figure out what lineup they're using. Popped it up out of play. Count remains at 0-2 to Joe Gordon. And now the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Outside. The Marlins and the Diamondbacks are easy. They use the same lineup all the time. They only have 1 lineup. Yankees have 4. Here's the 1-2.
Ball.
Down low, 2-2. Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York City. Counts 2-2 to Gordon. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out looking to end the inning. At the end of 2 complete, Yankees lead at 1-0 here in ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the third. Home run Baker. He's the third baseman for the Athletics. Facing Andy Pettit. In there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off. New York teams always have to be special like that. Here's the 0-2. Something I did not know until last night. It's been 15 years since the Yankees have won a World Series. I didn't know it was that long. Here's the 0-2. High in the air, out to center. And making the play in center field is Mickey Mantle for out number 1. Yeah, I say good as well. Miguel Tejada, he's the DH for the A's tonight. 1 out, bases empty. He'll come up to face Pettit. Here's the pitch.
Inside.
Inside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch.
No.
Up high, 2-0 to Tejada. 1 out, bases empty. 2-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 2-1. 2-1 pitch by Pettit. Fouls it off again. That'll leave the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. 2-2 pitch.
Full count.
Down low, full count at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out. Took a big swing. 2 down for the A's here in the top of the 3rd. Next up, Terry Steinbach. He's the shortstop.
Ball.
Down low, 1-0. 2 outs, bases empty for the A's here in the top of the 3rd. 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-1. And now the 1-1. Took a big swing and missed. Count goes to 1-2 to Steinbach. 1-2 pitch. Took a big swing and missed. That'll end the inning. At the end of 2.5, Yankees lead at 1-0 over the A's. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Greg Nettles is playing third base for the Yankees today, not Lazari. Greg Nettles. In there for a strike. I'll always remember Greg Nettles for that American League East playoff game back in 1978 against the Red Sox. A walk-off home run of the 9th to win it for the Yankees. Here's the 0-2. Fouled it off. Count goes to 0-2 to Nettles. They had to have a 1-game playoff, if you remember.
Ball. Inside.
Inside. Count goes to 1-2 to Nettles. The way the playoffs are now, I doubt that would ever happen again. One-two pitch. Fouled it off. Count remains at 1-2 to Nettles. One-two pitch.
Ball 2.
Up high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss, struck him out. We're out number 1. 1 down for the Yankees here at the bottom of the 3rd.
The designated hitter, Earl Combs.
We go to the top of the Yankee lineup now. Earl Combs, the DH, will come up next. Yankees up 1-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. 1 out, bases empty. In there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch by Holtzman. In there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 to Earl Combs. 0-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. Rung him up. 2 down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 3rd. And now Bernie Williams will come up. The pitch in there for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. Williams is playing right field tonight. Here's the 0-1.
Ball, that's down.
It's down low, 1-1. Judge is playing left, Mantle's center, and Williams is in right. Took a big swing and missed. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Fouled that off down the third base line. Count remains at 1-2. We'll have game 2 of the Marlins and the Diamondbacks tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. A ground ball. Steinbach makes the play for the final out. At the end of 3 complete, Yankees lead at 1-0. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 4th. Top of the A's order. Ricky Henderson comes up. The left fielder. Andy Pettit on the mound. Down low, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. I don't think the A's have a hit yet. They don't have a base runner yet. Here's the 1-0. Count goes to 1-1. Yeah, they don't have a hit yet. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2 to Ricky Henderson. One-two pitch. Fouls it off down the first base line. And the count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. Yankee Stadium, New York, New York. Two-two pitch. Pops it up, out of play. Count remains at 2-2 to Henderson. Two-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. Staying alive at the plate. Here's the pitch. Struck him out swinging for out number 1. A's still don't have a hit. That is correct. The home team gets the last ups, as they say. Mickey Cochran comes up now. Second baseman. And their first strike, 0-1. Yeah, the top of the inning is when the visitors hit, and the bottom of the inning is when the home team hits. Here's the 0-1. In their first strike, 0-2 to Cochran. Oh-2 pitch. A pitch out. Count goes to 1-2. Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium, the better one. 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2 to Mickey Cochran. The A's still do not have a hit or a base runner. Here's the 1-2. Outside, 2-2 to Mickey Cochran. Two-two pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 2. 2 down for the A's. And now Reggie Jackson, the right fielder, will come up. Pitch by Pettit. In there for a strike. Boy, Pettit's on fire tonight. Counts 0-1 to Jackson. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 to Reggie. And now the 0-2 pitch. A ground ball that's going to sneak in for a base hit. Oakland gets their first base hit. A 2-out single by Reggie Jackson. That breaks up the no-hitter. And now the catcher, Jimmy Fox, will come up. 2 outs, runner on first base.
Ball one.
Outside, ball one. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first base. That's Reggie Jackson at first. And now the 1-1 pitch by Pettit.
2-1.
Inside, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Two 1 pitch. Ripped it foul. Counts at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jackson at first base. They throw to first. Reggie's back in time. Count remains at 2-2 to Fox. Here's the pitch. Ripped it into left field. Judge will throw it in. So back-to-back 2-out singles for the A's here in the top of the 4th. They have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Center fielder Al Simmons will come up. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Counts at 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. High in the air. Foul down the first baseline. And the count goes to 0-2. Pettit trying to get out of the inning without giving up any runs here. 2 outs, runners on first and second. The 0-2 pitch to Simmons. Struck him out swinging. That'll end the inning. After 3.5, Yankees lead it 1-0. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Yankee Stadium. Mickey Mantle, the center fielder, will come up. He'll lead things off for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 4th. Ken Holtzman still on the mound. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. Mantle hit the home run earlier. That's the only run of the game. In there for a strike. And we're kind of in a pitching duel now with Pettit and Holtzman. Counts 0-2 to Mantle here. Pops it up out of play. Count remains at 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. That hit him. Inside pitch. Hit by pitch. It's a walk. Mantle's on first base. Lou Gehrig, the first baseman, comes up. 1 out, or nobody out. Runner on first base. Gehrig at the plate. In there for a strike, 0-1. Career .337. That's pretty darn good.
Ball 1.
Inside, count goes to 1-1 to Gehrig. One pitch. Fouls it off down the first baseline. Counts at 1-2 to Gehrig. One-two pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 4th. Let's watch this one again. Tracking his pitches. Left fielder Aaron Judge will come up. He's always a threat to hit a home run. 1 out, runner on first. Gehrig at first base. They got him. Or Mantle's at first base. They got him out. Holtzman fires to first. They get Mantle out at first. Ooh, that was close. They called him out. 2 down for the Yankees now, with bases empty. Judge at the plate. Here's the pitch.
No, down.
It's going to be down low, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. That was huge, getting Mantle out at first. Counts 1-0. Pitch. Hit high in the air, out to right. Reggie goes back, and that's not playable. It's a home run. A solo shot by Aaron Judge. Boy, that pickoff at first is huge now. That would have been a 2-run home run. Just a solo shot. And the Yankees take a 2-0 lead on Aaron Judge's solo home run over the right field fence. This was an opposite field home run for Judge. It's a short porch in Yankee Stadium in right field. And the Yankees lead it 2-0. Bill Dickey, the catcher, comes up next. 2 outs, bases empty. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. Both home runs just barely cleared the fences. Both of them. Counts 0-1 to Dickey. In there for a strike, 0-2. Fouls it off. Yeah, watch it be a 1-run game or something. Yeah. Watch that cost the Yankees down the line. Counts 0-2 to Dickey. Fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Struck him out. That'll end the inning. However, Aaron Judge, a solo shot home run, gives the Yankees a 2-0 lead at the end of 4. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 5th. Jason Giambi, the first baseman, comes up. Lead things off for the A's, trailing 2-0. Here's the pitch by Pettit. In there for a strike, 0-1. Tomorrow night we'll have Game 2 of the NLCS with the Marlins and the Diamondbacks. 8 o'clock Eastern. Here's the 0-1. Down low, 1-1. Now Saturday starts the fair. I won't be here Saturday unless there's rain, unless we get rained out. It's a strike. Count goes to 1-2 to Jason Giambi. We have a tractor pull Saturday night, but they're calling for rain. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out for out number 1. Goes down swinging. If the tractor pull is rained out, I will be on Saturday for Game 2 of this series. Sunday, nothing's going on at the fair on Sunday. So Sunday, starting at 6 o'clock Eastern. Actually, 6 o'clock Eastern. Down low, ball 1 to home run Baker, the third baseman. I'll have a doubleheader Sunday night, starting at 6 Eastern time. The 1-0 to Baker. Up high, 2-0. One way or the other, it'll be a doubleheader. Here's the 2-0. Count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch. Big swing and a miss. 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2. Full count now to home run Baker, the third baseman. 3-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. 2 down for the A's. Here in the top of the 5th. Next week, Monday through Saturday, I will not be here. For 6 straight days, I'll be gone. I'll be at the fair. I do all the announcing. So it'll be a whole week off starting Monday. Miguel Tejada, the DH, to Jeter at short for the final out. It's a 1-2-3 inning. At the end of 4.5, Yankees lead at 2-0. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Shortstop Derek Jeter will lead things off. Yankees lead at 2-0 here in Game 1. Holtzman still on the mound. First pitch outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch. Popped it up. Giambi makes the play at first base for out number 1. Jeter pops up to first. One down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 5th. Joe Gordon up next. He's the second baseman. One out, base is empty. Holtzman still on the mound for the A's. Rips one fair down the third base line. That might be extra bases. Nope, he stays at first. It'll be a one-out single for Joe Gordon. And now the third baseman, Greg Nettles, comes up with one out, runner on first base for the Yankees. They throw to first. He's back in time. Gordon's back in time. Yankees lead at 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch in their first strike, 0-1.
No ball, one strike.
Counts 0-1 to Nettles, the third baseman. Pitch by Holtzman. Ripped into right center field. That's extra bases. Off the wall. Gordon's going to come around and score. Nettles, an RBI double. And the Yankees lead it 3-0. Well hit into right center field, into the gap, off the wall. Joe Gordon scoring from second base. And now the DH Earl Combs comes up in their first strike, 0-1. Top of the order for the Yankees now. They lead it 3-0. One out, runner on second base. Greg Nettles at second. Pitch by Holtzman.
No.
Outside. Count goes to 1-1. Got Grove and Zito warming up in the bullpen. Counts 1-1. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. 1-2. One ball, two strikes, one out, runner on second. That's Nettles. The pitch.
Ball, no.
Inside, or outsider, actually. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, one out. 2-2 pitch.
Ball three.
Outside, full count, 3-2.
Full count.
I bet you they pull Holtzman after this inning. 3-2 pitch. Maybe sooner. That one's gone. A 2-run shot by Earl Combs. And the Yankees go up 5-0. A 2-run home run over the right field wall there for Earl Combs. 5-0 Yankees here in the bottom of the 5th of Game 1. That one just stayed fair. Well, they haven't pulled him yet. I think they're going to. Yep. That's it for Holtzman. He comes out. I thought as much. Let's see who the A's bring in.
Number
Lefty
10,
Grove.
Lefty.
Boy, he's an old timer. Evil Dead, tell us when he played. He played a long time ago. Lefty Grove. I recognize that name from Stratomatic, the old timer teams. They'll come in to pitch for the A's, down 5-0 here in the bottom of the fifth. Bernie Williams, the right fielder, is up next. Pitch by Grove, a lefty, you'd figure. It's a strike. Count goes to 0-1. What's that? Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball.
Gracie's here. Say hi.
Evil Dead is the ball.
And now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball.
Up high, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Bernie Williams with 1 out, bases empty. 2-1 pitch.
Ball.
Outside, 3-1. Three balls and a strike to Bernie Williams. Pitch by Grove. Ground ball. Home run Baker. Oh, he can't scoop it up. That'll be an error on Baker, the third baseman. Oh, they're going to call that a base hit? Wow, that's a very lenient scorekeeper. Mickey Mantle will come up next, the center fielder. 1 out, runner on first. Mantle fouls it off down the third base line. And Mickey Mantle, not Mickey Mouse. Misty comes in. Did you say Mickey Mouse? No, Mickey Mantle. Counts 0-1 to the mixer. Here's the pitch. A pitch out. They don't take the bait. Counts at 1-1 to Mantle with 1 out, runner on first. 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch. Right up the middle, a base hit. Williams going for third. It'll be a base hit for Mantle. Runners on first and third now for the Yankees with 1 out as Bernie Williams makes it over to third base. I read that as Mickey Mouse. Lou Gehrig, the first baseman, up next. 1 out, runners on the corners. Yankees can get another run here. In the dirt. Oh, it gets by the catcher. And Williams will come home. No, he doesn't. He stays at third. I thought he was coming home. I would have. Oh, well. Count 1-0 now. The throw to first. Back in time. Mantle's back. He got picked off earlier. Meanwhile, the count to Gehrig is 1-0. The pitch. Fouls it off. Evens the count at 1-1. Still just 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. Yankees have exploded to a 5-0 lead. One pitch. Outside, 2-1. That was a ball. That was outside. You know what? Missed the umpire. Here's the 2-1. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and third. 2-2 pitch. Up high. Full count now. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runners at first and third. 3-2 pitch. Ripped it foul. You have Mantle at first. And you have Williams at third. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive with a 3-2 count. Three-two pitch. A ground ball. And Cochran will start the double play. No, he's safe. Gehrig beats the throw to first. That will score Williams from third. And the Yankees go up 6-0. Mickey Cochran started the double play, but the throw to first not in time. And the runner at third will score. That was Bernie Williams. And now the Yankees lead it 6-0 here in the bottom of the fifth. Aaron Judge, the left fielder, comes up. In there for a strike, 0-1. The Yankees have exploded for 4 runs this inning to take a 6-0 lead here in Game 1. Game 1 of this best of 7. 0-1 pitch. A ground ball. Cochran will throw to first for the out. At the end of 5 complete, Yankees lead it 6-0. Game 1 of the ALCS here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Yankee Stadiums. And welcome in Mecky Meck. Welcome into Jammin' Sports there, Mecky. Terry Steinbach, the shortstop, will lead things off for the A's. Here in the top of the 6th, he fouls it off down the third baseline. Count goes to 0-1. Game 1 of the ALCS, Yankees lead it 6-0. Pitch by Pettit. Popped it up. Mantle comes running in on a sprint and makes the play for out number 1. Steinbach flies out to center. 1 down for the A's. I want to welcome Mecky Meck into the house. Ricky Henderson, the top of the order, the left fielder. Here's the pitch.
No.
Outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. The A's beat the Red Sox and then the Royals to get here. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouls that one off. The Yankees beat the Astros to get here. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out for out number 2. And now the second baseman, Mickey Cochran, comes up. Two outs, bases empty. Big swing and a miss, 0-1. Well, that's fine, Mickey Mick. I don't mind interacting. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Got me in the background as you're cleaning up. That's good. I like that. And now the 0-2 pitch to Cochran. 2 outs, bases empty.
Ball.
Down low, count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung and an outside pitch. Struck him out. At the end of 5.5, Yankees lead it 6-0. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The catcher, Bill Dickey, will lead things off for the Yankees. That was quick. 3 up, 3 down for the A's. A's have no offense tonight. Bill Dickey, the catcher, at the plate. Here's the pitch by lefty Grove. In there for a strike, 0-1. Game 1 of the best of 7 series. Here's the 0-1.
Ball.
Low and outside, 1-1. We'll have Game 2 of the NLCS tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. The Marlins and the Diamondbacks. Marlins lead that series 1-0. Here's the 1-1.
Ball outside.
Outside, 2-1 to Bill Dickey. Two-one pitch. Popped it up, out of play. Evens the count at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. And he fouls that one off. Out of play. Into the crowd behind him. Count remains at 2-2 to Bill Dickey. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out on a high pitch. No, that doesn't sound corny at all, Mickey Mac. Just welcome into Jammin' Sports. Great to have you here. One down for the Yankees. Derek Jeter comes up, the shortstop. Took a big swing and missed. Count goes to 0-1.
1 strike.
0-1 pitch.
Ball.
Up high, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
As I said before, it's Jeter's birthday today. Gossage and Street warming up in the bullpen. Well, thank you, Mickey Mac. The 1-1 pitch by Grove. I work in radio in real life. Takes a big swing and misses. 1-2
1 ball,
to Jeter.
2 strikes.
I always hate that term, in real life. Here's the 1-2.
Ball.
Outside. Counts evened up at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. Rung him up. 2 down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 6th. And now the second baseman, Joe Gordon, will come up. 2 outs, bases empty. Pitch by Grove. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1 to Gordon. Oh, 1 pitch.
Ball.
Down low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees up 6-0. Here's the 1-1. Inside pitch, popped it up. And the catcher, Jimmy Fox, will make the play for the final out. At the end of 6 complete, Yankees lead at 6-0. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 7th. Right fielder, Reggie Jackson will lead things off for the A's. Mr. October. Here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
Inside, ball 1. Andy
1
Pettit
ball,
still
1
on the hill for the Yankees here in the 7th inning. One 0 pitch. Ripped into left field. That one has a chance. Judge going back, and it's not playable. It's a home run. A solo shot by Reggie Jackson gets the A's on the scoreboard finally. A leadoff home run here in the top of the 7th. It's now 6-1 Yankees. Didn't clear the fence by much, but it cleared the fence. That's all that counts. Let's watch it again. Opposite field home run for Jackson as well. He bats left. That went over left field. And now the catcher, Jimmy Fox, will come up. Pops that one up. Out of play. Count goes to 0-1 to Fox. Nobody out, nobody on here in the top of the 7th. Yankees now up 6-1. A's trying to rally. 0-1 pitch by Pettit. And Fox, he hits a home run over the left field fence. Back-to-back solo shot home runs by the A's. It's now 6-2. Jackson hits one, and now Fox hits one. Back-to-back home runs for the Athletics. It's now 6-2. And nobody out. This one went a lot farther than Jackson's. Hooked around the foul pole. And now Al Simmons, the center fielder, comes up. Still nobody out. Down low, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. That gets the A's back in the game. It's now 6-2. 1-0 pitch. Rips it down the line, foul. That'll even the count at 1-1 to Simmons. One pitch.
Ball 2.
Down low, 2-1. Yeah,
2
about
balls,
time.
1 strike.
He's right, Viking Skywalker. Counts 2-1 to Simmons. 2-1 pitch. Fouls it down the third base line. Counts at 2-2. Two pitch. Struck him out looking. 1 down for the A's. 11 strikeouts for Pettit tonight. And now first baseman Jason Giambi comes up with 1 out, bases empty here in the top of the 7th. That's good. I love it. Counts at 0-1. It's a strike. That's a great line right there. You're right. That's awesome, Mick. That's a great line. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
That's funny. 1-1 the count to Giambi. Misty says hi, everybody. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Counts 1-2 to Giambi. 1-2 pitch. A ground ball. Nettles at third. Throws to first for the out. Nice play by Craig Nettles at third base. 2 down for the A's here in the top of the 7th. Third baseman, home run Baker, comes up. 2 down for the A's with bases empty. Andy Pettit's just having a game. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1 to the third baseman, home run Baker. 0-1 pitch. Pops it up, out of play. Count quickly 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Ground ball. Gehrig will take it and makes the play at first. At the end of 6.5, the A's on back-to-back home runs get on the board as Jackson and Simmons go yard back-to-back. 6-2 Yankees. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Third baseman Greg Nettles will lead things off for the Yankees here in Game 1 of the ALCS. Lefty Grove still on the mound for the A's. Pitch by Grove. Fouls that one off down the first base line. 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch.
Ball.
Up high, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, nobody on. Yankees up 6-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 1-1. Fouls that one off. 1-2. That is the best line I've heard in a long time. The Athletics haven't been good since Brad Pitt left. 1-2. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2 to Nettles. As obviously he's talking about Moneyball, if you don't know what he's talking about, the movie. Here's the 1-2. Swung and struck him out. 1 down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Go to the top of the order for the Yankees. Earl Combs. Here's what Combs did back in the 5th. Hit a home run. 1 out, bases empty. Pitch by Grove. In there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch.
Ball. No.
Up high, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. Combs at the plate. Here's the 1-1. High in the air, out to left. Henderson goes back. And Ricky makes the play in left for out number 2. 2 down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 7th.
Right fielder.
We're at the original Yankee Stadium tonight. Bernie Williams, the right fielder, comes up with 2 outs, bases empty. Yepper.
No.
Outside, ball 1, count goes to 1-0. One 0 pitch. Inside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. 2-0 pitch by Grove. Inside, 3-0. And now the 3-0 pitch.
Ball 4. Outside.
Ball 4 and 4 pitches. It'll be a 2-out walk to Bernie Williams.
Number 7.
And now Mickey Mantle comes up back in the first inning. Mickey hit one out of here. And Mickey comes up again now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th with Bernie Williams on first base. Here's the pitch. He went around, strike 1, count goes to 0-1. 2 outs, runner on first. 0-1 pitch.
No.
Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Williams at first base. 1-1 pitch.
Ball. No.
There goes Williams down to second. Safe. The pitch was a ball. The count goes to 2-1. And now the Yankees with a runner on second as Williams beats the tag. Counts 2-1 to Mantle. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. 2-2 now to Mantle. Two pitch. And that's a high fly ball into left. That's going to drop. And that's going to be at least 1 run. Williams will score. It'll be an RBI double for Mickey Mantle, scoring Bernie Williams from second base. And the Yankees take a 7-2 lead. Mantle's having himself a pretty good game. Hit into the gap in left center field. Off the wall. Right off the end of the bat.
Now pitching for Oakland.
We have a new pitcher now. Eddie Plank will come in. That's it for Lefty Grove. We'll see how Plank does. Yankees are now up by 6 again. They're up 7-1. 7-2, I'm sorry. They're up by 5. Stop. He's already dead. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Lou Gehrig, the first baseman, at the bat. Counts 0-1. Mantle at second base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Yankees up 7-2. Pitch by Plank.
Ball.
Inside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-1. One pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. A's trying to get out of this inning without giving up any more runs. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Yeah, really. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. 2-2 pitch. Well hit into left field. Ricky goes back, and he's not going to get to it. Home run. A 2-run shot by Lou Gehrig. And the Yankees have opened this game up 9-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. You knew it when he hit it. The sound of the bat, unmistakable. That was a home run. Let's watch it again. Another opposite field home run. Yankees have had a lot of those today. (9-2) Yankees up here in the bottom of the 7th. Left fielder Aaron Judge comes up. Hits one to third. Home run Baker will throw to first for the out.
He's out.
At the end of 7 complete, the Yankees, off of Lou Gehrig's 2-run shot, take a 9-2 lead on the A's. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 8th. BFDI fans in the house. Welcome back in, BFDI. Miguel Tejada, the DH, will lead things off for the A's here in the top of the 8th.
No.
Pettit still on the hill for the
One
Yankees.
ball.
First pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Yankees lead Game 1 9-2.
Ball 2.
Next pitch outside, 2-0. The A's have some catching up to do here. 2-0 pitch. Ripped foul. Count goes to 2-1 to Miguel Tejada, the DH. Two-one pitch. In there for a strike, 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch.
Ball.
Just outside. Full count now to Tejada at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. One down for the A's. 12 strikeouts now for Pettit. Here in the top of the 8th, Terry Steinbach, the shortstop, comes up next. One out, bases empty. Here in the top of the 8th. Pitch by Pettit. Big swing and a miss, strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Don't forget Game 2 of the NLCS tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Popped it up. Going back is Gordon at second, and he'll make the play. 2 down. Game 2 of the NLCS, the Marlins and the Diamondbacks, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. The Marlins lead that series 1-0. Ricky Henderson, we go to the top of the order. The left fielder comes up with 2 outs, bases empty.
Yep.
In there for a strike, 0-1. Pettit's pitched a great game. Here's the 0-1. In there for a strike, 0-2 to Henderson. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. 0-2 pitch. Swung at a bad pitch. Struck him out. At the end of 7.5. Yankees lead at 9-2. ALCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The catcher, Bill Dickey, will come up. Yankees up 9-2 here in Game 1. The pitch. Fouls it off. Counts at 0-1 to Dickey. Oh, 0-1 pitch. Fouls that one off the other way. And the count's 0-2 to the catcher, Bill Dickey. Yankees trying to get some insurance runs. They're up by 7. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out on 3 pitches. One down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 8th. Derek Jeter, the birthday boy, the shortstop, is up next. He turns 51 today. Pitch by Plank.
No, that's the ball.
Inside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. Game 2 tomorrow, NLCS. We'll have Game 2 of this one Saturday if it gets rained out at the fairgrounds. I have a tractor pull to cover, but if it gets rained out, I'll be here. Counts at 2-1 to Jeter. Jeter hits one high in the air to Henderson and left. And Ricky makes the play for out number 2. Saturday, I could be on. I might not be on it. It all depends. Sunday, I'll be on with a doubleheader at 6 o'clock Eastern time. Second baseman Joe Gordon comes up. Right up the middle, a base hit. A 2-out single for Gordon. Yankees with a runner aboard at first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman.
And now Craig Nettles comes up, the third baseman, with 2 outs and a runner on first. The pitch by Plank.
No.
Down low, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0.
No strike.
Got a good crowd tonight on a Thursday, no less. Thursday tends to be the toughest night to get a crowd. Have a pretty good crowd tonight. Here's the 1-0. Fouled it off, 1-1. Thursday is notorious for having a low crowd, but not tonight. I applaud you all. Thank you so much. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 down to Nettles.
2 strikes.
The best night to get a crowd is Sunday, I've noticed. Easy to get a crowd on Sunday. Counts at 1-2 to Nettles. 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive with a 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. 1-2 pitch. Swung at an outside pitch. Struck him out. At the end of 8 complete, Yankees lead it 9-2. Game 1 of the ALCS here at Jammin' Sports.
Now pitching for the
All right, Sparky Lyle will come in for the Yankees here in the top of the 9th. The A's need 7 runs to tie, 8 to take the lead. Yankees are 3 outs away from taking game 1 of the series.
leading off for the
Mickey Cochran, the second baseman, will lead things off for the Athletics. Facing Sparky Lyle. He was a good one in his day, Sparky. Late 70s, early 80s.
Ball.
Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. 1-0 pitch. That's a base hit into right field, a leadoff single for Mickey Cochran. So the A's have a runner aboard. Can the A's rally? Making up 7 runs is hard. Reggie Jackson comes up. The last time he came up, he hit a home run. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. The Yankees are still 3 outs away from taking game 1. Just this one game tonight. I got to work on football rosters when this is over. Jackson fouls it off. Count goes to 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. He went around, struck him out. 1 down for the A's here in the top of the 9th.
now batting, the catcher.
The catcher comes up next, Jimmy Fox. He also had a home run the last time he came up. 1 out, runner on first. We're on the top of the 9th. Yankees up 9-2. Lyle trying to close it out. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off down the first base line. Count goes to 0-1. Oh-1 pitch. Fouls that one off. Quickly 0-2 to Jimmy Fox. Oh-2 pitch by Lyle. In the dirt, but he swung at it. Struck him out. 2 down for the A's. Yankees are 1 out away from taking a 1-0 lead. The center fielder, Al Simmons, comes up. 2 outs with a runner on first. Pitch by Lyle. High in the air. Judge will come in. It drops for a base hit. So the A's now with runners at first and second with 2 outs.
Up next for Oakland, the first baseman,
And now the first baseman, Jason Giambi, will come up. He's got power. He can hit him out. Pitch by Lyle. In their first strike, 0-1. Yankees trying to take a 1-0 lead in the series. Oh, 1 pitch.
No.
Inside, 1-1 to Giambi. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Sparky Lyle on the mound trying to close it out. Here's the 1-1. He swung at a high pitch, 1-2 to Giambi. A's down to the last strike. One-two pitch.
Ball.
Ball's outside. 2-2. He thought about swinging. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Two-two pitch.
Full count.
Up high, full count now to Giambi. A walk would load the bases. Full count. Pitch by Lyle. Swung and struck him out. And the Yankees take game 1, 9-2. Your final score, the Yankees 9, the Athletics 2. The Yankees take a 1-0 lead in this best of 7. Once again, your final score, the Yankees take it 9-2 over the A's. They take a 1-0 lead in the series. Tomorrow night, we'll have Game 2 of the National League Championship Series between the Florida Marlins and the Arizona Diamondbacks. That'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night. Until then, this is Jimmy Jam saying good night, everybody.